Hi everyone and welcome to Content Writing Workshop from Henry Harvin Education. I am Vandana. I'll be your trainer for the next 1 hour. And I see a few participants here. So let's just get to know each other. If you can write an introduction about yourself. Since this is a writing workshop, we will ask you to write quite a number of times. So you have to get ready at the chat boxes and get ready at the chat boxes and also at the comment section, so you can keep posting your comments and you can keep writing in the comment section. So why not write an introduction about yourself? Yeah, so let's just see. Hi, this is Rashmi from NIDA. Hi Rashmi, what do you do and what brings you here? What do you want to learn today? So we have seen Rashmi, and who else is here? Let's just see. There are a few more participants I can see on YouTube Live. So if you can let me know about yourself. Meanwhile, I will let you know about myself. My name is Vandana. I am a content writer and I've been working with Henry Harvin for past 1 year. And we have delivered some wonderful trainings. I have delivered some wonderful trainings, and it's actually it's my passion to write. And I really enjoy writing and of course training about writing. So let's just understand that who else is here. So Rashmi, can you tell me something? Rashmi Avasthi is here with us. So Rashmi, can you tell me something about yourself? So what do you do and what brings you here? I cannot see more comments in the chat box. So if you can please get to the chat boxes or in the comment section. So this content writing workshop, we will obviously start learning at around 3. That is the fixed time for the workshop. So let me just see that who else and what do you know already about content and what exactly you wish to learn. So let us just analyze. And also, when it comes to content writing, what are the struggles that you are facing to write content? Why do you want to write content? When you want to write content, is obviously there are some kind of challenges that you must have been facing all through. Like when I started writing, I always used to wonder how to create content that is, readable. How do I make the content engaging for my reader? So all of that is important. So yeah, so Rashmi is saying I have good 15 years of corporate experience, ex-banker, now in real estate. Okay, so Rashmi, it will be great if you would want to share more details at what brings you. I wanted to start blogging. You want to start with your blog. Okay, blogging is the next big thing. 79 or maybe 80% of content marketers believe that blogging is the best way to market or sell your services or products. So across the world. So definitely blogging is something that really helps building your brand. So we are going to teach you that how in this content writing workshop, I'm going to tell you about that. What are the ways to blog, how you can blog, and how you can create. But for that, you need to understand what writing is all about. Before you publish your blog, you need to understand about writing. So that is what we're going to teach you here. So who else is here? I can see more participants, but then I do not see them responding to the, yeah, definitely true, Rashmi. So I don't see responding to the chat boxes or to the comment section. So get to the chat boxes and comment section. And yeah, so for Henry Harvin, I've been teaching digital marketing. Hi Medina Teang. Okay, hi Medina. If forgive me if I am pronouncing your name wrong, because yeah. So it happens this way that I started a year ago with Henry Harvin. I've been teaching digital marketing, which is obviously a part of content. And then I've been teaching creative writing as well. So, but here in this workshop, we are going to talk about all is writing. So Medina, what do you do? It's all right. Thank you. I love the emoji that you're sending. So what do you do and what brings you here? What do you want to learn? All right. Challenges like word choice. So Ziza is saying challenges like, so I have to keep an eye on both the windows. So I might have to switch my focus. So Ziza. So again, if the pronunciation is wrong, please excuse me. So challenges like word choice, engaging content, and how to find my niche and write more and productive content is Zez is saying that he is yeah, so yeah, that is the challenge. Okay, so challenging the word choice you're going to learn in this workshop, right? A bit now. Arihant, perfect. Hi. So Arihant, we have just started. We have yet not started with the workshop, but we are just trying to understand that what are the challenges that you find while writing, and what brings you here in this Henry Harvin content writing workshop. What brings you here? So there is any fixed format for content writing. Okay, fine. Do you have any fixed format? Okay, Mahendra, I just want to ask you a question. That what have you done? I mean, what if you may want to share that what you have been doing, and then perhaps I will ask this question to you. So, what do you do otherwise? And if you're studying, what you're studying. So once you answer that question, then I will be able to answer your question better, right? So coming on to the other chats, yeah. So Arihant is saying, I'm very excited because I will listen you. Okay, but Harihant, what are your challenges? What brings you here? I mean, what you want to learn in this content writing workshop, right? Ganesh Kumar, how to choose topic, grammar mistake, and how to make the content so attractive and readable. See, grammar mistake, how to choose topic, all of that we are going to learn today. Okay. But yeah, the other things that is, see, in 1 hour, I will try to deliver whatever I can. I mean, I will try to share as much as I can. But then, yes, yeah, we are going to learn all of that today. So Mahendra is saying, I am writing a screenplay for the movie. Wonderful, Mahendra. So very creative. So tell me, Mahendra, when you are writing a screenplay for a movie, do you have a fixed format? No, right? You have to divide your content in Act 1, Act 2, and Act 3, and ultimately you have to write the screenplay, right? Yeah, Sabina is also saying challenges like word choice, okay, niche and engaging content. So I will definitely answer all of these questions. So tell me, Mahendra, do you have a fixed format when you're writing a screenplay? Obviously, you are trying to divide your content into a certain things, but then do you, is your, no, you don't have. Similarly, there is no fixed format for, there are certain rules that you must follow in terms of writing, but then there is no fixed format for content. The thing is that there are many types of content. There is academic content, there is non-academic content, there is technical content, there is non-technical content. A lot of things are there. But then you need to understand that there is no fixed format. You need to follow the guidelines, follow the rules, but you need to deviate as per your requisite. So definitely there is no fixed content. Is content writing good career choice? Why not? Content is the king these days. Why not? Definitely the content writing is a good career choice because this content is the king these days. Now coming on to how to maintain the flow of content. Sana Dhamia is asking me how to maintain the flow of the content. I sometimes end up leading away from the main topic. Well, I will answer that. So Sana, I will remember your question. So just to answer this, that always, whenever you are supposedly drawing a picture or maybe a painting, let me ask you, Sana. So when you are drawing, making a painting, what do you do at the first place? Do you start playing with the colors immediately? Yes or no, Sana? Get to the chat box. Definitely no, you don't, right? You don't, yeah, do you? Yes, so you do not start playing with the colors immediately. What you do is draw an outline of your painting, right, with a pencil or something. Similarly, it goes with the content. Whatever you wish to write, just outline your content, divide it into 4-5 parts. What is the introduction? What are the paragraphs? What is the main topic? What is your message? And then perhaps what is the conclusion? Then you will not deviate from the topic. Now, do you need a lot of vocabulary, knowledge, or set of rules to perfect content? Vocabulary? No, because you don't want your reader to dive into the dictionary every now and then. So if you write very difficult English, or if you use a heavy dose of vocabulary for your reader will have to dive into the dictionary and he will be put off. So you have to write in simple, crisp, clear language. What you need is clarity in content. Okay, you don't need clarity in, you don't need too much of that, but then you need clarity in content. So Ganesh Kumar, how to choose topic, grammar mistakes. I think we are going to cover all of that today. My challenges are how to think the right content. Okay, fine. So that is something that we are going to answer today. All right. Is sports, football, etc. content writing a good career choice? No, I mean, I think Neeraj, your question is a little confusing here. So I assume that you are asking that if you choose sports as your niche for content writing, will it be a good career choice? Why not? How many sports crazy fans do we see every day? Yes, we do, right? So yes, definitely a good career choice. Then we have how to write contacts, how to write content, and okay, yeah. So I think that was a different message that I couldn't take. How to write contacts and attract others. So you mean how to write content and attract others. So let me just tell you that it's not about attracting others. It is about creating the engagement from the reader, creating a type of content that engages the reader. If you do not have that kind of engagement, your lines are, or your content is not grabbing the reader's attention in the first go, then there is a problem. So it's already just 1 minute to 3. So if you have any more questions, 2 participants have raised hands. So let me just see that who's trying to. You can post your question in the comment box if you want to. People who have raised hands, you can actually post your comment in the chat box. Post your question in the chat box, right? Yeah, so you can post your question in the comment box or the chat box. I can see it. So how to write content that attract others? Okay, Arihant, your question is right, but then your content has how to write engaging content, that I will tell you, obviously. Who else is here? Let's just understand. Okay, welcome to the workshop. So we will just start with the workshop now. It's already 3 o'clock and high time we should. Size of content is important. Definitely size of content is important. From where, when can we get clients from freelancing? I will tell you about all of that. So I'm just starting with the workshop right now. I think there are some more questions in the question and answer. So if you have any questions during the workshop, you can keep asking me, and obviously get to the chat boxes and the live sessions. How to read and research well for creating a better content and stand apart. Okay, Vaishali. Hi, ma'am. I'm a therapist and write content for my practice. Okay, so we are going to learn all of that. So let me just, yeah. So all of you are able to see the screen, I guess, right? So let's just understand, in this course, we are going to understand a few grammatical errors and the language skills and all of that. I'm just opening a Word file for all of you so that you are able to actually grab some information here so that you have some ready notes for the content. I'm just expanding the size as well so that now let me just start with the workshop. So high time I should start with the workshop. Now tell me, what is content? Get to the chat boxes, get to the, first and foremost, let me tell you, this is called content, not content. Content is satisfaction. Content is a word, but that means satisfaction. When it comes to content or when it comes to writing, it is called content. It is not called content. So please make sure that you, when you are pronouncing it, you are pronouncing it as content and not content. Okay, at the first place. Now get to the chat boxes and tell me, what is content? Get to the chat boxes fast. What is content? I don't see any answers. So if you can get to the chat boxes fast, or let me just tell you, content is any piece of information. Content is any piece, any experience, any knowledge. This is knowledge and creativity. All of this is content. When you write about any of this, when you write some information, supposedly you know something, you, like somebody says that I am a therapist. So the information that you have, nobody else has, right? Apart from the people who are there in your profession. But then a therapist would have some information which other people do not have. So that is the information. Experience is something that I have already experienced, and knowledge. I am a subject matter expert for content writing and I have knowledge. And then my creativity, how do I present it is called creativity. All of you, when you write about all of this and share it with a target audience. So a content is never complete, or a content writing is never is meaningless if you do not know your target audience. So first and foremost, you need to understand that what is information that you are sharing, what is the knowledge that you are sharing, and who is your target audience, because target audience is the prime reason that you write content. Supposedly you are writing a beauty blog. Let's just say, get to the chat boxes fast, please. Supposedly you are writing a beauty blog. Who is your target audience? Who do you want to read this content? Get to the job. Yeah, Vishali says content is a piece of information that entertains or engages certain audience. Yes, absolutely right. So when you say that, okay, I am writing a beauty blog, who is your target audience? And supposedly for a parenting blog, who is a target audience? Who is your target audience? Get to the chat boxes fast. Women, models, beauty, it says women, or say models. Okay, that's pretty sexist. Men do not want to look beautiful, right? Is it not that they don't want females? Students, why? Men do not want to look beautiful. So anybody, so your target audience will be more females, but there can be men also, right? Men who are makeup artists, obviously they would be interested in your beauty blog, right? Do you see only women as makeup artists? No, there are men also. So you need to keep that in mind, that there are men also. So the gender, don't be gender specific when you are trying to decide your audience. So obviously when it comes to a beauty blog, obviously not these, but men and women, or maybe who want to look beautiful, or who work in beauty profession, will be maybe the makeup artist, maybe the hairdressers, maybe the anybody, can be. Now when it comes to parenting, who is your target audience? Let's just understand about target audience. So when you're writing a beauty blog, young people, okay, why Nishant, old people do not want to look beautiful, right? I am pretty old, but yet I want to look beautiful. Okay, fine. Female students, models, women, all right. Okay, parenting. Who is your target audience when you are writing a parenting blog? For parenting blogs, it can be parents or single parents. No, it can be parents. Why single parents? Why not married parents also? Or why not anybody? Anybody who is a parent, regardless of the fact, right? Shelja, you can put your question in the chat box, please. Regardless of the fact, it's a father, it's a mother, single, married, unmarried, whatever. A parent who is raising a child is a target audience for your parenting blog. So all of that you need to keep in mind. So first and foremost, as a writer or as a content writer, you need to understand that who your target audience is. Like I said, I gave you parenting and we would be parents, beginner parents as well. It could be for psychologists as well. Yes, Vaishali, that is fine. Yeah. Anybody who is interested in getting the tips for raising a child may be interested in. It can be a new mother, or if it is a blog which is written for a teenage parent, the parent of a teenage child, it can be anybody. So yes, definitely. So you need to decide your target audience at the first place. So that is how you decide the content, and that is how you decide the target audience. So obviously content writing is something. The next thing is something that you need to, what you do with your target audience. You have decided that what you want to share. You want to share information, you want to share experience, you want to share your knowledge, you want to share your creativity with the target audience. But how? Because you need to communicate with the target audience, right? So communication with the target audience is equally important. That is what we call communication is equal to engagement. So when you are communicating in your target audience, your content becomes engaging. Now, how do you communicate with let me just write something for you. The dad found the boy and he was happy. Now tell me, what do you understand? And do you find this sentence grammatically correct? And if not, what is so wrong in it? So is this sentence communicating with the reader? Yes or no? Get to the chat boxes fast. No. Why, Shabina? Why it is not right? What is so wrong in it? So whenever you are saying yes or no, you should be knowing the logic behind it as well, right? So when Shabina is saying, no, this is not. The dad found the boy and he was Happy. So what is so wrong in this sentence? Not to the point. What is not to the point? Get to the chat boxes, everyone. I give you 2 minutes while I grab a water or bottle. Get to the chat boxes, get to the live comments, everyone. Why it is not communicating? We don't know what dad found from the boy. No, father or the baby. Absolutely right, Akanksha. There is no clarity. This is called missing antecedent in writing. Missing antecedent in writing. So when you write content with a missing antecedent, it doesn't work. So you have to, you don't have to, now these are called sentence fragments also. There are something called sentence fragments. My dad gifted me a pony at 8 years old. Now, who is 8 years old is not clear, right? So my dad gifted me a pony at 8 years old. That means my dad gifted, whether the pony is 8 years old or I am 8 years old. You know, is it the pony or is it me who is 8 years old? So you need to understand that this is called sentence fragment. Again, there is no clarity. So here you can write the dad found the boy and the boy felt happy. This is how you correct it. Okay, my dad gifted me. Okay, when I turned 8, my dad, now you can, let me just make sure this. When I turned 8, my dad gifted me a pony. Now this is a better, clear, powerful sentence. This is how you write crisp, catchy, and clear sentences, right? So what is the purpose? That you need to share some information with your target audience. You need to be very clear and you need to communicate with your target audience. Now coming on to language skills, a lot of people do a lot of grammatical mistakes in writing, right? So when you come to the grammar is something that, you know, it's even when you have learned it for like many years, you tend to do some kind of mistakes. So obviously you can, now let me just, the first thing when it comes to language skills is the word power, right? So how do you decide the word power is basically just go to dictionary.com at the first place. Now, many of you will not know the spelling of vacuum. Please get to the chat box and write the spelling of vacuum. Go and write the spelling of the vacuum. Vacuum, please. Vacuum. Okay, Shamina is writing well. Okay, what else? Who else? So many have written vaccum. Okay, right. No, this is absolutely wrong. This is vacuum. Vacuum is written like this, VACWM. So a lot of people do this mistake. So what I suggest you to do is that go to dictionary.com, go to the end, and what you will do is you will find subscribe to their newsletter now. That is one way of building your vocabulary. At times they will give you a very simple word whose pronunciation you must not be knowing right. See, your name, email here, and I am in. You will get a new word delivered in your email box every day. So that is how you will improve. Now, let me just tell you, a lot of people describe it as epitome, which is a wrong pronunciation of this. But let me just tell you, this is pronounced this way.
Epitome.
Epitome. It is not pronounced as epitome. So to increase your word power, please go and join dictionary.com. But I do not still suggest that you should use very difficult words, because no, this is not going to work for you. All right. Now coming back to the language skills. Now there is when it comes to choosing the right words, what you should not choose is redundant phrases. Right. So respond back. How many of you write this? Do you respond in the forward direction? You don't. So never write respond back. When you say that I will respond to you, how many of you writing I will revert to you in the email instead of respond? I will tell you where is the problem. Now respond and revert. Do not use, how many of you are writing revert in the email box? Let me just get to the chat box. Okay, me. All right, vacuum. Okay, fine. So how many of you are writing? I'm just getting to the YouTube also. Let me just see how many of you are writing. Yeah, revert in the email, that I will revert to you shortly. Even if you're not using back, it is incorrect, right? Revert. Now there is a difference between revert and respond. How many of you are writing this? Tell me. Get to the chat box. So now when you are writing, I will revert to the email, revert to you. It is anyway, revert back is absolutely wrong. You cannot use revert back, right? But in the email, you usually write respond. Revert is not incorrect, but let's just understand the difference between revert and respond, and which one you should use in the email when writing an email. So revert is something when you bring something on the same position. Like if I write an email to you saying that, okay, I am sending you the agreement and please sign it and send it back to me. Okay, so what you then, you can write that I have reverted the agreement without signatures. So revert is bringing something on the same position as it was previously. But if you have signed the agreement, then you will write, or I will respond, or you want to make any changes to the agreement, then you will write, I will respond to the agreement soon. You will never write, I will revert on the agreement soon. No, that is incorrect. Okay, so a lot of people are doing this mistake, so don't do that. I use respond, stopped using it now. My manager once scolded me for using revert. Okay, yes. So revert is never used in emails. A lot of people are doing this mistake. Now coming on to more redundant phrases, a lot of people use free gift. So gift comes for a cost. Does gift come for a cost? Anybody who can tell me? Does gift ever come for a cost? No. All right. So added bonus. Bonus is always added. Do you have anybody who added bonus? Then you have a more redundant phrases, which is say entered into, which is again wrong. No, you don't use entered into. Then revert back, obviously wrong. Respond back is obviously wrong. Free bonus is obviously wrong. And spell it out in detail. So when you are spelling it out, obviously you are using the details, right? Spell it out in detail. How many of you are using it? This is absolutely no. So when you are using something like, so you can write that spell it for me. You will never write spell it out in detail, because when you are spelling it out, you are anyway giving the details. So spell it for me. You will never write spell it out in detail for me. This is absolutely wrong, right? A lot of people do this mistake while writing. So choosing the right word. So always try to choose one word for too many words. That is how you bring in engagement, because the reader doesn't have to spend a lot of time reading. Secondly, the next thing in comes to language skills is that do not write in passive voice. So tell me how many of you find it easier to count from 1 to 100 and not 100 to 1. So get to the chat boxes now. Let's just see what is there in the chat box. Yeah, so 1 to 100 is easier to count, or is it 100 to 1 which is easier to count? So obviously same goes with reading. Yeah, pre-planned. Yeah, somebody is saying pre-planned is obviously wrong. Plan ahead is also wrong. You cannot write plan ahead because you never planned for the past. Past experience is also wrong. Why? Because the experiences are always from your past, right? So 1 to 100 is easier to count. So you never write. Why you don't write in passive voice? Because it same goes with reading. So when a reader is reading something, it is easier to read in active voice and not in the passive voice, right? So what is easier for you to understand? She is being called for the meeting, or someone has called her for a meeting. Or if you can make it better, which one is easier to read, the first one or the second one? Obviously the second one, right? And it is more powerful also, right? Why first one? She's being called. Okay, Akanksha is saying first one is easier to read. No, this is written in passive voice and this will confuse the reader. So here you have to write in the this active voice. Obviously, this will give you more powers. The second one is easier to read. Now, coming on to the use of fluff words. You have to cut the extra weight from your writing. So never use words like absolutely, absolutely, very. How many of you use very in your writing? Tell me. Get to the chat boxes fast. Yeah. So what one? How many of you use very in your writing? Very is a word which is absolutely fluff and it is not required. I use absolutely no. Not all of these words are required because they only add weight. Mahendra, you can put your questions in the chat box, please. So yeah. So very, absolutely, suddenly, really. These are called the really, suddenly. All of these are called fluff. They only add weight to your writing, but they do not add any kind of meaning to your writing. Now, if you say that she is very good in swimming, and then you rewrite it, that is no, it's a transition word. That is a transition word, Sana, but then you don't use it often, right? She is very good in swimming, and when you write she is a swimming champion, what makes more sense to you, and what is more powerful to you? Just let me know faster, and why, right? So obviously the second one is she is a swimming, it is giving you more power and obviously more. So never use very. So there is always a simple word for, say, very good. Now you could have written very good. I used excellent. See, very noisy, deafening, or maybe you can write the cafeteria. Cafeteria was very noisy, right? So here you can write the cafeteria became deafening. So obviously when you remove very, you add more power to your content. So that is how you add power to your writing, and that is how you, yeah, adjectives must be avoided. No, somebody is saying adjectives. No, Vaishali, adjectives should not be avoided, but you should write about, you should not use adverbs, right? How to select words like this. Now, how to select? Now, I'm just giving you, you can note down if you want to. They're very noisy. You can write, I have a list for it. So you can write very noisy, deafening, very often, frequently, right? Very old, ancient. Very simple words. These are very simple words. You can find it on Google. Go Google and write, go to Google. It's very easy. Obviously you go here, one word for, in content writing, half of the things you will find in simple Google search. See, outstanding, brilliant. See, now there is a tool called wordhippo.com. So you can find words here, wordhippo.com. There is a tool called wordhippo.com. You can find one word for every 2-3 words here. So a lot of words. So another word for, see another word for, let's say, very good. Find it. So you can find the word for very good. See, there's a huge list of words that you can find on wordhippo.com. So don't get worried about it. So it's easy. I remember something about the word very that I saw in the movie, The Dead Poets Society. Okay, yes, definitely, Sana. Yeah. So very is something that will, words like very, absolutely, very, absolutely, really, suddenly, they will completely kill your content. So you can write like very simple is basic, right? And then very shy is timid, very short is brief, very short period of time. Don't write very short period of time, you should it for a brief period. So this will add a lot of power. Very short period of time, and instead for a brief period. So never write a brief moment. Why? Because moment is always brief period of time. So never write brief moment. That is again another redundant phrase, right? So very perfect is flawless, right? Very quick is rapid. All of these words are very easy. They are not difficult words. Do not put the overdose of vocabulary into your content, because if you put the overdose of vocabulary into your content goes for a toss completely. So don't do that. Okay. Then coming on to the more redundant phrases that I have taught. So maybe anonymous stranger. A stranger is always anonymous. Then armed gunmen. Coming on to armed gunmen. Why would you need armed gunmen? I mean, gunmen is obviously armed. Then assemble together. Do you assemble separately? So whenever you are using these kind of words, always ask yourself that are you really doing it? Are you assembling separately also? Right? Frozen ice. Have you seen melted ice as well? Have you? Not all of you. Okay. Right. For a brief moment, obviously not. Integrate with each other. No, integrate is enough. And then personal opinion, which is like opinion is always personal. It is never from other people. Right. Okay. So past experiences, I told you already. Lift up. Do you lift in downwards direction also? Similarly, kneel down. Do you kneel in upward direction also? No, you don't. So these are the redundant phrases that you should never use. Now, let us just understand. Uh, uh, let's just understand how to add power to your writing. This, in my opinion, this wasteful policy is ought to be revoked. A lot of content writers feel that if they make their sentences complex, a lot of writers, they feel it this way, that if they make their sentences complex, it will be considered as a better content. No, it doesn't work this way. So now tell me, do you, I'm just, I suggest to revoke this wasteful opinion. No, I have not added any difficult words, but what is bringing more power to the reader? What is looking more powerful to you? Please get to the chat boxes, everyone. Right, the first one or the second one? The second one. But I have used simpler words and simpler sentences. Simpler sentence. I have made the sentence simpler, but it is adding more power. So don't think that you have to write in very difficult sentences to make your writing powerful. No, to make your writing powerful, what you need to do is you need to write short sentences, crisp sentences, and clear sentences. Do not add any adverbs in your writing. Avoid them. So when you say that, okay, walking slowly, you can say strolling around, or you can say ambling. Walking slowly. Sorry for that. Walking slowly. Slowly is an adverb. Don't use that in your writing. Use, instead of using walking slowly, write ambling, strolling. Go to word hippo and you can find a word for all of these. It's very easy to find out that. Now coming on to, let's just say, shouting loudly, or, so what you get is, you can write it screaming. So you can always add, so instead of adverb, you can always add powerful verb to make your content powerful. Do not use adverb ever. It's not required. Okay. Try to avoid adverbs. Now to add power to your content, you need to avoid adverbs, you need to avoid redundant phrases, you need to avoid the fluff, you need to cut the fluff from your writing. Okay. Now coming on to a few confusing words. A lot of people do this. Effect. How many of you get confused? Now let me just say the which one has to come first? Okay, I will add accept and accept. If anybody is getting confused with any of the words, you can ask me here if you get confused. Now just tell me, get to the chat boxes, get to where you will, effect and the effect. Why? Why? You need to answer why. Effect and effect. Why? Just, okay, Satyajit, why? Sana, why? Because effect is a noun, right? This is replaced as noun. When something has already happened, when you are showing. So this is effect. The effect of COVID has affected. This is a verb, the action, right? So whenever the action is happening, you will use affect, right? And whenever the, yeah, that's whenever you are using the yeah, effect and affected, because effect is a noun. Absolutely right. Now coming on to expect, accept and accept. So how many of you get confused with this? Raise your hands. I have terms. Now which one has to come first? Get to the chat boxes, everyone. Get to the chat boxes. Okay, people from the live chat, please get to the chat boxes. Accept. Okay, I have accept. Okay, maybe. Okay, why accepted? Now this is accepted is in agreement. So people who are confused with this, let me tell you the meaning is in agreement, right? And I have accepted all the terms except is alaida, right? Which is apart from. Apart from, this is basically apart from. Okay, apart from. Now how many of you are confused with complement and complement? How many of you? Okay, yeah, so Medina is again trying to raise hand. Matching earrings. Which one where? Get to the chat boxes. Complement in the first. Okay, why? So this has come from complete, right? Right. So this has come from complete. So when you are trying to complete something, she complemented her look with the matching earrings. That means she completed her look. Okay. So here you will use complemented. Okay. Complemented her look with the matching earrings. Whereas this is again this would mean the complemented her look with the matching earrings, and this would mean the compliment is when I am praising you. Okay, so that is where the difference lies. Now yeah, compliment means praise, definitely. So how many of you were confused with this? So compliment is when you are completing something. So that is how you choose the right words. Do not use any kind of mistakes. Do not use, now when you are writing that at the present time, you replace it with now. Okay, do not write at the present time, 4 words, and then you write less words and more power. Do not make your content hard to read, because I showed you in the beginning that when this is a hard to read content and this is an easy to read content. So when your content is hard to read is equal to won't read. It's as simple as that. So make your content simple and easy. How do you do it? You do it with active voice. You do it with you do use the active voice. You use the you do not use the redundant phrases. You do not use the fluff words. You do not use any kind of adverbs into your writing. Adjectives are definitely required. Okay, you need to add the adjectives. Now coming on to more mistakes which are like which people are making, I guess comma. Comma into comma is something that you need to add when there are 2 independent clauses. So 2 independent clauses are basically when you say there is something called there is a single, let me just say, I love my daughter and she loves, well, this is one clause, this is one independent clause. She loves to ride bicycle. They are completely two independent clauses. So when you join it with a coordinating conjunction, which is and, you add a comma before the and. So a lot of people do this mistake of not adding the comma before two independent clauses. So when you are joining two independent clauses, is what is happening in one sentence, what is happening in the other sentence. So when you are joining two independent clauses in one sentence by a coordinating conjunction. Now coordinating conjunctions, to remember the coordinating conjunction, there is something called fanboys, right? For, and, neither, or maybe nor, but, or, yet, so. These are all the coordinating conjunctions. You never start your sentences with them. You can start a sentence with so, but you never start a sentence with for. Never start a sentence with and. You can start a sentence with neither, but then never start a sentence with nor. Okay, but you never start. So these are the coordinating conjunctions. They need to be used when you are joining two. Two independent clauses into one sentence. That this is called a compound sentence. When you have single, now this is a I love my daughter is basically a one independent clause, one verb, and this is a simple sentence, and this is a compound sentence. So when you are using two independent clauses in a compound sentence, yeah, fanboys. Okay, somebody is asking that I should share the fanboys again. This is called for. This is A for and, right? This is and. This is nor. This is but. This is or. This is yet. And this is so. So you never start a sentence with any of these words. Okay, these are the coordinating conjunctions. So this is what now a lot of people do the mistake in I versus me. Right? Meera and went to the market. So will it be I or me? The why? Get to the, no, it is not about the first person. No, we are talking in the first person. No, when you're talking in the second person, so what? No, me is again the first person. No, Sana, that's not the right answer. No, me is again the first person. Second is me, obviously, that happened. Now here, if you remove this, how do you write it? Me went to the market? No, I went to the market, because I is the object here. It is not the subject, right? So whenever you are using, so whenever you are confused, just remove the other subject. You will find the right answer. Okay, so it's easier for you to find it this way. I'm telling you a hack for this. A lot of people at times when you get confused, just remove the first subject and you will find the second subject. So Meera and I went to the market. The rabbit chased. If you remove this object, you will find the answer. Chased me or I? The rabbit chased Meera and me, obviously, right? Meera and me. So a lot of people do not know. Okay, you may be knowing it correct, Sana, but then yes, the logic was incorrect. It is not about first person. Me is again the first person, right? So this is how you use the I versus me. So there are a lot of things that we need to understand. Like a lot of people write, I joined this office 6 months back. Is it right when you are talking a certain period of time? Yes or no? Get to the chat box, everyone, fast. Get to the chat box, everyone. Is this fine? No, you never use 6 months ago, right? You always write 6 months ago, not 6 months back. Back is wrong. But I don't know. I read a lot of people doing this mistake. Back is absolutely wrong. I joined this office 6 months back. Nahi hoga. It would be I joined this office 6 months ago, right? So this is what the writing skills are all about. So you need to understand that when you are doing content writing, you need to make your content readable, and that is how you make your content readable. Now the next thing that you do in content, now let's just get back to your presentation, I guess. So we have covered the language skills, we have covered a few internet. Now let's just say understand a few internet skills. Now if you go here and go to your Kangana Ranaut blog, so let's just see what comes up. How many results you are getting? 37,500. Right, 37,000, oh, sorry, 37 lakhs 50,000. Sorry, I'm bad at numbers. Okay, so 37 lakhs 15,000. Now this is my content which is ranking on the first page of Google at the second space, second number. This is called search engine optimization. When you write good content, it has to be searchable on Google also. How do you make your content search engine optimized? With the blend of keywords. So whatever, now Google is a search engine. Let me just tell you, Google is a search engine. And what happens is this is called a keyword. There are two types of keywords. One is a short tail keyword and the other one is a long tail keyword. This is a short tail keyword, which is Kangana Ranaut blog. But if I write, say, more than 5 words, or let's say numerology, astrology, and Vastu change destiny. This is a long tail keyword. See, again, this blog is ranking on the top position. This is again my blog, which is ranking on the top position. So how you do it, you blend the keyword into your content. So this is called a long tail keyword. The other one, which the long tail keyword, the short tail keyword is usually from 3 to 4 words, 5 words maximum, maybe 3 to 4 words only, and then the long tail keyword is anything which is 5 to 10 words. Okay, so that is called a keyword. So Google is a search engine. What you are getting here is basically the search engine result page. This is called SERP, or the search engine result page. How do you find the keywords? Now there is something called keywords everywhere. Now when you see this, can you see this keywords everywhere? Right, let me just get to this. So you can go to keywords everywhere. So whenever you search something, it will give you a keyword suggestion, keywordseverywhere.com, and you can add it to your Chrome. Okay, so install for Chrome, install for Firefox. There is a video there. You can very easily install it to your Chrome, and you can understand that how to add a keyword into your content. All right. Then there is another tool which is called answerthepublic.com. Right. So go to answerthepublic.com. Supposedly you want to write a blog about, say, suggest me a topic if you want to write a blog about, say, content writing. Okay, so you go here, right? Obviously you will use the short tail keywords only. So content writing, what country you are looking in? Maybe obviously you're looking in India. So let's just go here and search. Okay, let's just go here and search, and let's see what people from India are searching on Google is available on Answer the Public. It is a very easy tool to find your right keywords. You can use these keywords into your headline. You can use these keywords into your content, blend it right. When you are using keywords into the content, use it into your headline, use it into the first paragraph, and sprinkle its related keywords. Now that is called LSI keywords, which you will sprinkle in your content evenly to make it searchable on Google very easily. Okay, so that is there important. Now coming on to the other thing, which is in internet skills that we wish to learn, is that how do you, obviously with the keywords and all, you can do all this. And the next thing that once you have started with the keyword research, you have started to blend the keywords, you need a catchy headline. So how many of you feel, how many seconds does a reader spend if you're scrolling through the social media and supposedly you come across an article? How many of you feel that I would spend only say on an average, how many seconds does a reader spend on the headlines? Get to the chat boxes, please, everyone. How many seconds do you think? 8 seconds is too much. Okay, what else? People who are there on the YouTube, please get to the chat boxes. Yeah, so get to the chat boxes. Yeah, 3 to 4 seconds. Yes, Mahindra is saying 15 seconds. Oh my God, 1 second. 1 second mein kuch nahi hota hai. All right. What else? Yeah. So who else? Anybody else? Okay, it's just only the 3 to 4 seconds or maximum 5 seconds a reader spends on your headline. So if your headline is not catchy, why would the reader read your content? And how do you analyze if your headline is catchy or not? So I would request all of you to please, supposedly you have to write an article about content writing. So what is the headline that you will choose? Get to the chat boxes and choose your headline and let me know. We will analyze. There is a headline analyzer which is called the headline analyzer from Course Schedule. There are other available on internet, but then this is the best one that I've been using. So write a headline. Supposedly, if you have to write an article about content writing, write a headline about it, please. Get to the chat boxes. Everyone. Okay, I am seeing that people on YouTube are not really interacting. So get to the chat boxes and tell me that what will be the headline that you will choose for writing a blog about content writing. Get to the chat boxes. Secrets of becoming. Okay, I think you misspelled a word. Content writing do's and don'ts. Best. Okay, best content writing. Secret of becoming a best. Okay, let's just say secrets of becoming the best. Sorry, my computer. Okay, the best content writer. Let's just analyze this headline. 5 rules to master the content writing. 75. Now somebody is saying content writing do's and don'ts. Let me just get to the chat box again. Content writing do's and don'ts. Content writing do's and don'ts. Analyze again. 47, that is bad. 5 rules to master content writing. Okay, when you say 5 rules to master content writing, okay, right. Right, 56. Now I have got secret of effective secrets. Now this is a preposition mistake. Let me just tell you secrets. Secret of becoming the best content writer nahi hoga. Secrets to master the content writing skills. Let's just analyze this one. All right. Okay, this is showing me maybe, yeah, 64. But why this is showing 75? So any content, any headline that is scoring beyond 70 is a good headline. So you can always analyze your headline on the Course Schedule headline analyzer, and you can find be a pro at content writing. No. So ideally, your headline should have 6 to 10 words, maximum 12, and not more than that, because a headline which is longer, it will not attract the reader. Plus the words like secret and best, they are the emotional no, Satyajit, there is a lot to become a good content writer, but the words like secrets and best is something that will give some kind of emotional connect to the reader. Plus, why this is not sounding well to the reader, and why this is sounding well to the reader, because this has a WIIFM factor in it. So WIIFM factor is basically so WIIFM factor, what is in it for me? Why would the reader open your headline, right? So all of that is important. So you can, before writing any content, you can also analyze your headline. So we have learned a lot today in terms of language skills and everything. So when it comes to writing, let me just tell you, there are a lot of things that Henry Harvin offers you. So there are courses which are words like secret and best can arouse curiosity in the reader. Yes, Sana, absolutely right. Right. So what happens is, like language skills, Henry Harvin offers you a course which is a basic content writing course. Now I have given you 2-3 examples of redundant phrases and all, but in the course we go in detail. Right, a lot of things are there that will enhance your word power. A lot of things are there that will enhance your writing skills. But then yes, everything is very difficult to be covered in 1 hour. So I'm just now getting onto the courses that are being offered by Henry Harvin Education. It is the language skills and the internet skills that they offer. That is the basic content writing course. Then there is business and marketing writing. Okay, so a lot of this will cost you, I mean, the cost of every course is written here. Okay. And then the content strategy, they have the content strategy, and then they have the technical and research writing, right? And then they have the academic writing, which is completely different. There are 32 types of content that you can do. Creative writing, obviously creative writing, when it comes to poetry and stories, they have the creative writing course. They have how to earn online and get international projects as a freelancer. So all of these courses are available on Henry Harvin. And let me just share a few success stories with you as well. So okay, fine. So Chandu Ure was one of my students, right? He started with me on content writing, and then eventually he was struggling with writing, because he thought that his writing was not appropriate. He was not able to choose the right words. So that is how he joined Henry Harvin course, and then eventually he was promoted as the head of SOP section in his company, right? So there are a lot of, one of my creative writing students. She has also just started with. She has just published her book, right? And then a lot of other students who have come to Henry Harvin to learn the content writing, they are basically into. They have actually been very successful in their content writing careers. So these are the institutional clients that Henry Harvin has, and these are the corporate clients that Henry Harvin has. And the courses that I have told you is something about, let me just share about something, Henry Harvin Education. This is basically, when it comes to the courses, there are these many courses. It includes of language skills and internet skills. It includes of business marketing, content strategy, and technical and research writing, and academic writing. All of these courses will, creative writing, obviously, how to earn online and get international projects. All of these courses will cost you somewhere around 45,993, but only for you people who are here today, right? All these courses are available at 12,500 rupees. Okay, all of these courses are available. But let me tell you, how many of you want an additional discount on this? Just get to the chat boxes fast. How many of you want the additional discount of this? Anybody who's seeking an additional? Yeah. So this was a free workshop for you. Okay. All right. So yeah, you have learned a lot in this workshop, I'm sure. So everyone is looking for an additional discount. So what you need to do is, yes, what you need to do is you need to call Henry Harvin. I think somebody will post the number and that link also. So you have to call the number at Henry Harvin and you can get an year-end discount. Okay, you can get an year-end discount. And let me tell you one thing, the year-end discount is available until 31st of December only. So so you can call 9015266266. You can note down the number again, 90152666266. If you want to note down the number, which is 90152 66266, you can call them. Do not ask me what kind of discount is that and what are they offering. I will not be able to help you on anything on that. I am just the trainer, and my work is to train you. I think I have shared enough with you about writing and everything. So if you want to grab the year-end discount, and let me just tell you one more thing. I think there is a fee hike starting from January 1st. So you need to grab the additional discount at 12,500 rupees. The course which is actually will cost you 46,000 rupees is available at 12,500, and then there is an additional discount on the course as well. What you need to do is you call up. If you already have a relationship manager, you need to speak to your relationship manager. If you do not have your if you have never interacted with anybody at Henry Harvin, you can call this number and they will help you with the course contents. They will help you with the hours of learning. They will help you with the additional discount as well. So do not lose this opportunity of finding the right course for you. Okay, so there are a lot of courses that are available other than this. If you want to, there can be, so there are a lot of other courses also that you can explore and check with your relationship Henry Harvin Education. I really hope that all of you enjoyed this writing workshop. So just in a quick jiffy, I mean, if you all of you can get to the chat boxes and let me know if you still have any doubts. I still have 5-7 minutes. I can clear them up. If you want to ask any questions, any free courses? Any free courses? No, there are no free courses. There is a registration link in your chat box. So people who want to register right away, I mean, you will get an additional discount definitely. So there is a registration link in your chat box. Get to the chat box and just check the registration link, which is there for you. So if you still have any kind of questions on writing, I can help you with that. Yeah, so get to the chat boxes, everyone. There is one new ways to write catchy heading. So see, the ways to write catchy heading, Komal, is basically when you are, you need to add some kind of power words. Like I told you on this secrets and best. So you can go to Google and find a list of emotional words. People words that connect with people's emotional is basically that. Yeah, is basically secret, free, and or would you say you can find out a lot of those words like outstanding. All of these words are. Okay, ma'am, can you please how to overcome the writer's block? The writer's block, the very easy way or the basic way to overcome the writer's block is just walk away from your writing for a while. Never publish your first draft because writing is an art of second thought. Okay, can numbers be used to write a catchy headline? Definitely, numbers can be used to write a catchy headline. Yes, definitely it can be, but then always I would recommend still that you should always analyze your headline on the headline analyzer before choosing a headline. Choose a headline which has a score of over 70 and always choose a keyword for it. Okay, so all of that you need to understand. Okay, right. All right, so ma'am, can you please tell us some freelancer website for freshers and beginners? Okay, for freshers and beginners, okay, fine. So I would still recommend that you should go through the proper, if you have not learned content writing first, I would recommend you to learn content writing, get the technical knowledge and then start with the freelancing, because freelancing is something related to that you have to build your personal brand first and then start with the work, right? Why would a company choose a freelancer and not a content company? Unless you have a brand value, right? So Divya, you need to build your brand. The freelancers websites would be truelancer.com, freelancer.com, guru.com. Upwork is there, but then Upwork is rejecting a lot of profiles. So you need to be something to be selected at Upwork. So coming back to the courses, these many courses are available at the cost of 12,500 rupees only. And then there is an additional discount on it, which is the year-end discount. You can get to speak to your relationship manager, and you can also speak to, if you have not spoken to your relationship manager, you can call on the number 901526666, right? There is a registration link in the chat box. Those who want to register, they can go and click on the registration link for everyone. So, all right. So all of this is important. Can numbers be? Yes, definitely. Can you please come? All right. I think I have answered all the questions. If you still have, okay, somebody is asking that, yes, ma'am, your brief introduction is, what is your name, ma'am? My name is Vandana. Okay, fine. People who have joined late, they may ask for an introduction. I am a writer. So I'm a writer, HR professional, and a digital marketer. I have been working with Henry Harvin for past 1 year. And I am working as a freelancer for past 10 years. I've been into content creation for past 10 years. And my blog is very popular, which has somewhere around 10 million views. So that's about me. So it's not difficult to find me. So yeah. So thank you for being here. I think everyone had enjoyed the writing workshop. And I would recommend all of you to write something every day and read something. So by reading, I do not mean that you should be reading books immediately. If you read books, it's nothing like it. But if you're not reading books, just read everything that is coming your way, right? You need to read if you're using a bottle of shampoo, just read the description over it. If you're cooking Maggi, just read the description over it. You might end up learning a new word. You might end up learning a new style, right? So all of that is important in writing. Reading is definitely, so when people say that I want to become a writer, but I'm not interested in reading, sorry. So unless there is some input, there will not be an output. Okay, so reading is like breathing in and writing is like breathing out. So you need to understand that you need to read a lot as well. So read something, read everything that is, if you're there in the market, just read the the boards, the signboards. If you're there at the airport, just read the instructional manual. If you buy a new product, just read the instruction manual, because there is something that you will learn every day into writing when you read something. All right. Who else is here? Any more questions? I'll be glad to answer. So I think we are done with the workshop. So all of these courses are available. I'm just repeating for you. All of these courses are available at 45,900. Cost will cost you 45, but if you register now, you will get it at 12,500 rupees, and there will be an additional year-end discount. There will be a fee hike starting January 1st. So grab this opportunity, and understanding that the content is the king right now, you need to register. You should register. Okay, somebody is again in the chat box. So how long is the course? Medina, I will not be able to answer anything on that. You need to call up the number, or you need to call up the relationship manager. If you have already a relationship manager at Henry Harvin, they will call you, or sorry, you will have to call them. They will not call you, definitely you will have to call them. So you will have to call them, and you will all your questions will be answered there only. I will not be able to answer anything on that. What kind of discount is that, and all of that will be answered by your relationship managers. So those who have not noted down the number, I am just giving the number again. This is 90152 66266. All right. So we will just wrap up the workshop now. And I thank, okay, I will just stop with the chat box, and I am just presenting the screen. So here it is. Yeah. So all of you can call your relationship manager, and the weekday batch is starting on 31st December, and the weekend batch is starting on 3rd January. So enroll now. And thank you for being here. And I will just sign off right now, and wish you all a very happy new year, prosperous new year. Thank you.